Jesus' teachings have had a profound impact on humanity, and one of the most significant aspects of his ministry was his emphasis on the importance of loving oneself and one's family. In a world where selflessness and sacrifice are often touted as the highest virtues, Jesus' teachings on self-love and family love offer a refreshing and nuanced perspective on what it means to live a life of love and compassion. When Jesus said, "Love your neighbor as yourself," Mark 12:31, he was not suggesting that we should love others more than ourselves, but rather that we should love others with the same kindness, care, and compassion that we would want for ourselves. This commandment assumes that we already love ourselves, and that we should extend that same love to those around us. However, in order to love others in this way, we must first learn to love and accept ourselves. Jesus taught that self-love is not selfish or narcissistic, but rather a fundamental aspect of our humanity. When we love ourselves, we are better able to recognize our own worth and dignity, and to treat ourselves with kindness and respect. This, in turn, enables us to love and accept others more fully, without judgment or condition. By teaching us to love ourselves, Jesus was showing us that we are worthy of love and acceptance, not just because of our relationships with others, but because of our inherent value as human beings. In addition to teaching us to love ourselves, Jesus also placed a strong emphasis on the importance of loving our families. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "Honor your father and mother, and love your neighbor as yourself," Matthew 22:37-40. Jesus taught that our relationships with our families are a fundamental aspect of our humanity, and that we have a responsibility to care for and love those who are closest to us. This includes not just our immediate family members, but also our extended family and community. Jesus' teachings on family love are not limited to our biological families, but also extend to our spiritual families and communities. In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit," John 15:5. This image of the vine and the branches suggests that we are all connected and intertwined, and that our love and care for one another is essential to our growth and flourishing. One of the most powerful examples of Jesus' teachings on family love is his interaction with the prodigal son, Luke 15:11-32. In this parable, a father's love for his son is unwavering, even when the son rejects him and squanders his inheritance. A father's love is not conditional, but rather it is a fundamental aspect of their relationship. When the son returns home, the father welcomes him back with open arms and celebrates his return with a feast. This parable teaches us that our love for our family should be unconditional and unwavering, and that we should always be willing to forgive and welcome one another back into our lives. In conclusion, Jesus' teachings on loving ourselves and our families offer a powerful and nuanced perspective on what it means to live a life of love and compassion. By teaching us to love ourselves, Jesus showed us that we are worthy of love and acceptance, and that we have a responsibility to care for and nurture our own well-being. By emphasizing the importance of loving our families, Jesus taught us that our relationships with those closest to us are a fundamental aspect of our humanity, and that we have a responsibility to care for and love one another. As we seek to live out Jesus' teachings in our own lives, may we remember the importance of loving ourselves and our families, and may we strive to create a world where everyone is treated with kindness, compassion, and love.